And I attended an event on the beach about a year ago, and someone said, Marie is coming. And I said, Marie? And she said, yeah, Marie. And I was like, well, how does she know who I'm talking about? I said, well, I think we're talking about the same person, because now everybody knows Marie as the Marie we all know that I'm about to introduce you to. Well, you all met her last night, Marie BustinMoves and Patience Linnell. And you saw their amazing, incredible, electric performance. And tonight you're going to hear a little bit about their story. And the story of BustinMoves TV, a Black-owned entertainment and educational dance company owned and operated by Marie Mooring and her daughter, Patience Linnell Hall. With over 3 million followers and counting, their online presence has become a beacon of inspiration and empowerment, because I surely think I can dance now. Through their electrifying performances, they celebrate the resilience and creativity of the Black community, breaking barriers and shattering stereotypes, one dance at a time. Generational connection is among us, and you can see it when you watch this mother-daughter dance duo, BustinMoves, across your timeline. Their impact extends far beyond the digital realm. As advocates for diversity and inclusion, they use their platform to uplift and empower all through dance, family, edutainment, and love. And you can feel it. You feel all of that. What's the best that can happen, they say? Please help me welcome Patience Linnell and Marie BustinMoves. Y'all good? Oh, these chairs are a little slippery now. Y'all good? You good? Oh, okay. Okay, it's just me. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
First of all, loving the boots.
Thank you.
Loving all of this.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. You know, this to me is a little bit of an unconventional, right?
Yes.
You guys are not the typical. You're not showing up in a way that is typical. You dance, you inspire through dance, you empower through dance and music, and your laughter, your smiles are always ever present. And even when there is something going on, you're still always looking onto the bright side and encouraging us. And you're doing it as a mother-daughter duo. And as a family, really, because the whole family is involved. It's a family business.
Yeah.
So my first question to you is, how did this style of showing up for the world come about for you? What's the origin story?
Thank you. So, you mentioned all the things I do through dance, but the main thing that I do through dance is I heal through dance. Dance is therapy for me, being a young mom, started having children very early, that definitely called for a lot of healing, and dance is my safe place. It's the place where I can go and just forget about everything. It's the place that I can go and meet God. It's the place that I can go and have peace. So that's where it all started. And then I had daughters, and I wanted them to know what that was like, and so I passed it on to them. And so thereby, back in 2009, I really wanted to get out of corporate America. My business acumen is accounting and business finance, and so I wanted to get out of corporate America and be with my daughters, because one of the big things is having daughters. I didn't want them to be latchkey kids. I was a latchkey kid, and so I got to do a whole lot of things I didn't need to do, and I wanted to be there for them. And I said, what is the one thing I can do that will allow me to be with my daughters all the time? And dance was that. So,
how did you get them to agree? Because it's another generation, right? I mean, really, nobody necessarily wants to dance with their mom, right? So it's like,
I can answer that.
Answer that.
So, when I was born, I was automatically a dancer. I've been dancing since I was born, and that is because my mom was dancing when she was pregnant with me. So I came out dancing, and so when she turned, when she turned from finance to dance instructor, dance studio owner, it became a family business. And I love to dance. At first, it did feel like I had to, but I grew into myself, and I realized that dance is my passion, and I do like making people happy and bringing joy. And I just stuck with it.
All of the girls don't dance though.
Yeah, not all of my sisters.
Two of the six, I'll take it.
Yes, two of us stay with her. But I've been through it all with my mom.
I love that. I love that you guys are so close and that you have something that you share together that we can see that makes us want to have closeness with our family as well. At least that's what it does for me. It's infectious.
Yes.
How did you, when did you discover that you could, first of all, I don't know that everyone is familiar with your story.
Okay.
So let's tell them who you are on social media, what platforms they can find you on, and not just for the sake of you knowing that they have a large following on social media, but they have a presence on social media that, like she said, is really healing and educational.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Absolutely. So, I mentioned in 2009, I opened a dance company to be with my daughters and to raise them. They can be by my side. But then we all know what happened in 2020. So I needed an outlet, in the pivot. Like, what am I going to do now? The studio is closed. What's next? Then TikTok, right?
Yeah. TikTok came about, and my mom just got on there and started dancing. Of course, it was cringy at first. Like, Mom, please, you only got 5 followers, please. But
no, really, they were like my only followers, my daughters.
We were, and it's just crazy because she would speak like she was talking to hundreds of people, and I was just like, Mom, like, she would be like, I'm on the way to the airport. Okay, Snapchat, see you later, and it's just us. And I'm like, Mom, you already told us that before you left. Like, you didn't have to post that, but
listen, I told you I'm speaking to 6 people as I would 6 million.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's right.
Exactly.
You gotta call it as though it were, right?
Because look at where we are now. So that's one lesson I learned from my mom is to treat your talent like there's millions watching because it's healing.
Yeah, absolutely. I learned that lesson too. I will work on a large film production or I'll work on an independent and there's like 3 people on the crew, but I will work like I'm working with Steven Spielberg.
Hello.
Right? That's the ethic.
It is. That matters.
Yeah, and I love that you are teaching so yours entrepreneurship.
Yes.
You are entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And so how important is not only the entertainment aspect of it, but behind the camera, as they say, the business aspect of teaching your kids the business, your children, the business aspect.
Right. All of my daughters are adults now. She's 26 and they go down to 19. But, they were at the studio, the business, front desk, customer service, cleanup, janitors.
9 years old. Like,
young daughters, doing all of those things, answering the phone, taking money, and these things like that. And so, going into the social media, yes, I did one video and I went viral. But what happened after I went viral?
Talk about it. First of all, what video was that went viral?
Which one was it?
I think it was the Bruno Mars dance you did.
Yeah.
But you went
Chubb
viral.
Rock.
Yeah,
Chubb Rock.
It was Wayne Brady.
Treat 'em right.
Wayne Brady got you.
Wayne Brady duetted one of my videos, and then that was it.
And
then everybody started like, oh, okay, so that was a big deal. And then I met Chubb Rock, and he shared a lot of his resources and things like that. But going viral once was not the end. It was like, okay, what do I want to do with this now? How do I keep this going? Do I want to keep this going? Showing up authentic was a big deal for me because I'm not an actress. I like to just come as me. And so seeing that they really like me for me is what kept me going. And so then, thank you. And so then I decided to keep doing that. One of the things with going viral, if you see something that works, just keep doing it. Don't be afraid to do that over. That same thing over and over. I did the Running Man all the way to 1 million, okay? Every day I'm doing the Running Man. Most people wanted to see it over and over, but there were a few people who were like, no, I don't want to see that no more, stop it. But that helps too. So your naysayers are good for you as well. Taking that and knowing that I had to meet, you got the viral, then you need a strategy, right? What were some of the other things? I brought patience in because collaboration was a big deal. Thank you. I need my family.
Yeah, collaboration is key when it comes to growing your social media. It's important to expand your audience. So when you collaborate, you find not only someone else's audience, but who you're collaborating with will get a piece of your audience. So it's just important to have a mutual beneficial relationship when it comes to collaborating on social media.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about responsible use of social media, right? And when I say responsible, I mean, you know, you guys are doing dances and you're inspiring folks through dance. And there are some other folks on social media doing dances too, but they're doing different types of dances, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's inspiring other things.
Yeah.
And so why was it important to you to do the type of entertainment postings that inspire rather than just for clickbait, right? Just to grow your audience. Why was it important for you to, you know, just act responsibly?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Just being old school, you know, just having morals and values. It was like you can dance without doing a certain type of dance, and not that, you know, if you like to do that, twerking is what they call it. You like to do that, but one of the things I taught my daughter is that you get 8 shakes. You get 8 shakes.
Counts. 8 counts.
You get 8 counts. And so with that, a lot of our dances from the 90s were more just like exercise. We're sweating, our clothes are wet, you know, and we didn't really care about any of that. So, you know, that was my platform. It was old school dance, and so I always taught my daughters that, and so that was very important. And I think that was the niche. You know, it was like, okay, they're getting down, but it's not the way we're used to. It's not the way that everybody else is doing it, and so it's like it separates you, and it keeps it valuable. What do you think about that?
I agree.
Okay.
So
Because even now, like, you know, she's a millennial and she still likes the other music. I'm old school, so I like old school music. Yeah. But I catch her choreographing and she doesn't put a lot of twerk moves in her dance as well.
I do teach. I teach 6 years old all the way up until 50 years old. So when I choreograph for my teen girls, I try to keep it clean. I already know what they want to do. When they come up in the class, we got the TikToks, everything, and I just know that that's not what the world needs to see. We already see enough of that, you know? So it's just important to keep the foundation there.
Yeah.
Because the way that we're progressing, we're losing the foundation. We're just going straight into, in terms of dance, we're going just straight into TikTok, you know? And they don't have that foundation.
Yeah.
So how many total followers would you say you have now? And because you already told us Mom had 6 followers, but she was dancing like she had 6 million. How many followers do you have now? And I know you guys now have BustinMoves TV.
Yeah.
Tell us what that is and how you turn 6 followers into, basically you're on your way to like, it's an enterprise, right?
So that goes back to the strategy and, you know, not just going viral. So, you know, we go viral because it is a strategy. We plan that. We think about what we're doing, you know, what worked before. You know, we don't just prop our camera up. Everything is curated. And not in terms of the way it looks, but just in terms of thinking about what we're doing, while we're doing it, what music we're using, what's trending. We have weekly meetings about our content. It's really not just that, but growing the following was not really strategic. It's like staying authentic to what we're doing, and then the people came.
Yeah. And then also we also keep a community too. We keep our supporters just locked into what we're doing.
Yeah.
We like to keep them updated in real time about what's happening in our lives.
We answer our DMs.
Yeah, we answer our DMs.
We respond to comments.
Exactly.
If you like it and you comment, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big deal to me.
It's about community.
Yeah.
So we are here at having a HBCU coding boot camp, technology boot camp, right?
Yes.
And so there's so many ways that we can utilize technology, but a lot of times we remain the consumers or the users and not necessarily the programmers and the owners of these platforms. How do you feel about us trying to figure out how to gain more ownership over these platforms? I know some of the platforms E.S.T.E.A.M was talking about is really, we were having a conversation earlier, is really about trying to gain ownership. You've targeted an audience, and you have an audience, you have a following, and so there's value in having that following for the platform. How are you capitalizing on that, and where are you taking that other than some of those platforms?
Okay.
So of course we don't own these TikTok platforms. We don't own the Instagrams. We're getting paid through them, but we don't own them. And so that's why strategically we have our own app. It's called BustinMoves TV app, and you can go to the Google Play Store. You can go to the App Store and download it. And it's just like social media. We're teaching people how to dance on there. We have 4 different categories, and that's another way we build our community outside of these platforms, because we own BustinMoves TV.
Yeah, so with that, capitalizing on the followers and the social media, and with our app, just also having more streams, like with the community, offering, our digital products. We have courses, we have merch and different things that we sell as well. And then you get into the brand deals when you reach a certain number of followers, which is not many. A lot of people think you gotta have hundreds of thousands, but 10,000, 5,000, there's opportunities for everybody with brand deals. And so that's all about strategy as well, knowing how to reach the brands.
It's really about the quality of your content, what you're producing, and how it's performing.
Yeah.
Thank you. So with that, I want to wrap this up. I could talk to you about this.
Oh yeah, we have
really
so
could.
many gems. I do want to let them know
yeah.
how you guys, if you have questions, if I have some creators out here who've been thinking about it, we definitely have a collective, a creators collective. We're willing to, help you through. We know what it's like. We've been from the bottom to the top, and so you can reach us at BustinMoves TV, BustinMoves, BustinMoves TV on all the platforms. Inbox me, talk to me, ask me questions. We got you.
And I also will say, if you're not looking to build your social media based off yourself, your brand, you can use your education.
Yes.
You can make digital products, showing people what you do and how you do it. It's just so many different ways to create content. You don't always have to have your face in the camera.
Yes.
And we have some young ladies in here who are learning how to build apps.
Oh, I love that. Because it's a gap.
Absolutely. It's a huge
It's
gap.
a gap.
And so when we want our apps created, guess who we come to? Those who know how to build apps. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Marie,
Thank you, everybody.
Patience, we appreciate you.
Thanks for your time.
And remember what I told you, when someone extends themselves